consider, while you say it's a nightmare, I think it's the best possible number to a counter at 170. Except for then you say the volume.
Are you saying in terms of your technical skills, it's a good matchup for him?
I'm saying in terms of what he's going to get at 170. Because like if he were to fight a true 170 pounder, Carlos Prates, Michael Morales, exactly, true Brady, like one of them guys would have decapitated. Like we wouldn't even be looking at this like it was a real thing.
Yes.
So in terms of like skill for name value, Max is not known for he's not a big puncher. So what I'm thinking, Connor's thinking, okay, I got a big name, a guy who doesn't, not traditionally a big puncher. I might be able to get to him before he gets to me. Before he even gets to be a war of attrition, Connor's probably thinking he's going to knock Max out.
So you're thinking Connor is thinking he has to go out there and knock him out, otherwise he loses?
I think that's what his mindset is. Max is not going to wrestle him.
That's bad. Isn't that a really bad mindset to go into a fight? I have to knock this guy out. Like if you're his coach, if you're Connor's coach, you're not telling him, hey, you gotta go out there and not get knocked out.
No, I'm definitely not saying that. But I think in Connor's head, I don't think he thinks that he needs to do that. I think he thinks that that's what he's going to do. Not that he needs to do it, but that's what he's going to do. It's not even going to come down to like third, fourth, fifth round. I think he thinks that I'm just going to go out there and knock this guy out because even if he hits me, he's not a big puncher. So if I hit him first, I connect first, I'm going to knock him out.
I don't know. Maybe when they fought, he could think that Max wasn't the biggest puncher, but as a big, especially at 155, Max was.
He's throwing him some heat, right? He's throwing his heat now.
I mean, Dustin said it himself. He's the bottom. He said, then second. And that's the last thing the man. I think it's the worst fight for him.
Yeah, I think it's a bad fight for him, but I do think, like you said, Connor's big thing is his power in his hands, and that will still be there. Yeah, he still has a chance of knocking out Max. And we haven't seen Max get knocked out in 1 year, right? Like, you know.
At GovX.com, service wears many uniforms. Military, first responders, government workers, and your service should be rewarded. Unlock special savings at GovX.com on over 2,000 top brands. Join for free today at GovX.com.
Do you take any joy in his confidence a little more than I have? He's going to finish the issue in the first and second rounds, and how Connor has that type of self-belief where he's got that Mystic Mac ability where I'm going to be knocking out Max in the first or second round. Is there any parallels there?
There could be. No, I think so, but I think the difference would be like Ilya tried to walk Gaethje down, right? Like he just walked him down and didn't respect him. That's crazy.
So it's like,
yeah, I don't think Connor's that crazy. I think Connor will, because Connor he uses his presence a lot for his defense. Like he's not going to make block a lot of shots. He's going to be out here and use distance and his presence.
I'm sure. Yeah, he fought like Dustin for the last couple of fights. He was more sharp. Was it almost his high stance, walking forward, using that elusive footwork, staying real loose and making guys miss and making them.
and I think it's going off his last fight. Yeah, if you're going with that elusive footwork, takes a lot of cardio. We've talked about this before, like a one-door style. You think you can do that? I think it works really good, but how long can you last while you're on your toes and bouncing all the time, keeping guys athletic. It sounds great to do, but to do it, especially over all this time off, when you already struggle with cardio in the cup against a guy who doesn't stop like Max Holloway. If I was to give my prediction of the way this fight goes, I think Conor has maybe a moment or two in there, but I think eventually at some point it hits him. The uncomfortability just becomes too strong. I feel like he starts looking uncomfortable in there sometimes, having this much time off. I think at some point, I don't care how much he's worked on his cardio, I think he starts feeling the cardio, and I think he starts thinking about, I can't believe I'm tired right now, and I'm indicating that I'm actually fighting again. And Max is still just happening.
I'm fighting again, I'm already rich.
Yeah.
That's the thing, like, even when he fought Dustin, if you go back and watch the fights, he had moments in the fight. Like, it wasn't a complete shutout. Like, he had moments. It's just once he gets uncomfortable, he does not do well. As soon as, like, Justin started hitting him, like, in the second fight, as soon as Dustin started hitting him, he just fell apart. Nothing after that. He fell apart. He was doing good up into that. And then in the third fight, he was doing pretty good until, like, Justin took him down. He gets back up and he just, like, had nothing left. Like, he just has nothing left once he gets a little hot.
Yeah, and you gotta imagine it's worse with all this time off, than it was then. So.
And I think that's Max's key in this, is to never let him get started. You can't let him get started.
You don't want to be backed up like Conor.
Yeah,
you don't want his confidence growing.
Yeah, that's what it is like that. Like, because once you get cracked out, like, he just doesn't come back. And I think that if Max has a big part in it, yeah. And that's going to be Max.
He's so explosive, and so I think the explosivity is still going to be there, which could hinder him because the more explosive you are, the more you're going to get tired. And also, he was very fast, and he had great timing on his strikes. I think the speed and the timing as you get older and have all this time off is going to be the biggest issue for him. It's really finding the range and being able to land punches while being comfortable being in play.
What about the idea of Conor wrestling?
I just think it saps his energy. I think that's the problem. I think it would be a great strategy for him, but even if he wins a round because of it, I think it just saps his energy for the next round. It's over.
Yeah, it's tough, man, to wrestle like that unless you've been preparing like that. Maybe he's been showing us all this stuff just to get us to be like, oh, he's got no chance in the fight, and he's. What is this teach here? Coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about ships, the newest thing over in Ark. Now, obviously, there's some really crazy things that you can do with this, including basically flying. You can see this right here. I've launched myself into, foreverness. But let's go ahead and get started on what you need to know about these new ships. They are really, really strong, and I'll kind of walk you through the basics of all of them. So let's start with the first off thing, right? In order to actually build one, you are going to need to build a shipyard, right? Shipyard's pretty cheap. You can see right there, and it can be slapped down on any open ocean tile. Now, it does have to be deep enough for the ship in order for it to work, but that is how you do it, basically. In order to build the ship, you'll go inside, and you'll have two options right now. They're building the galleon later, but right now you have this in the brigantine. Both, you can see the costs of them right there. This one, in my personal opinion, it's up to you. This one's the fastest. This one is like a overall tankier one, got more health and a lot more stuff to it. I don't see a reason why you would go with this sloop over the brigantine, because the brigantine just is overall a better overall defensive structure. If you want just raw speed, the sloop is quite a bit faster, but you're not going to really necessarily outrun anything, so I would just go with the brigantine. You will build it, and it will end up inside this. And basically, each ship has to be launched, and there's like a maiden voyage option, a whole bunch of cool little things, but none of that actually really matters too much, so just keep that in mind.
So let's see. Basically, I put it down.
What you can do with this, including basically flying.
Down.
You can see this right here. I've launched
and it's
myself.
Gonna be able to give me the
Let's go
option.
ahead and get started on what you need to know about these new ships. They are really, really strong.
Hold up. So,
I'll kind of walk you through the
thing is, I don't know where I'm going to put the shipyard at. It's a big ass ship. This is a small shipyard.
a shipyard, right? Shipyard's pretty cheap, you can see right there, and it can be slapped down on any open ocean tile. Now, it does have to be deep enough for the ship in order for it to work, but that is how you do it, basically. In order to build the ship, you'll go inside, and you'll have two options right now. They're building the galleon later, but right now you have the sloop and the brigantine. Both, you can see the costs of them right there. This one, I mean, in my personal opinion, it's up to you. This one's the fastest. This one is like a overall tankier one, got more health and a lot more stuff to it. I don't see a reason why you would go with the sloop over the brigantine, because the brigantine is overall a better overall defensive structure. But if you want just raw speed, the sloop is quite a bit faster. But you're not going to really necessarily outrun anything, so I would just go with the brigantine. And you, excuse me, you will build it, and it will end up inside this. And basically, each ship has to be launched, and there's like a maiden voyage option, a whole bunch of cool little things, but none of that actually really matters too much, so just keep that in mind. Now, when you build the ship, you'll notice that they do come in different colors. This one turned out red, this one turned out blue, and this one turned out green. You can change those over time, but that's kind of just what it is for right now. All right, so here's the actual size difference. This is a sloop, and the sloop is quite a bit smaller, as you can see, in comparison to the brigantine. It is very fast. I'll go ahead and drive it so you can see the difference, really. If you use the steering wheel, you'll see a whole bunch of different options show up, right? If you hold forwards, and what'll happen is you'll see the sails start to go up. And once the sails are fully raised, that will allow you to get the most speed. You will also have to look at the bottom left corner of my screen where you can see that the wind is pointing a certain direction, and so am I, right? Basically, you want to make it so you're catching the wind. If you're not catching the actual wind, you aren't being able to, how do I say this? All right, so you hold W in order to fully engage your sails, and then you hold D to basically lower your sails fully. Now, it does take a second to slow down and speed up, so keep that in mind. But if you fully have the sails raised, you can hop off of the actual steering wheel, and the sloop or whatever you are driving will continue to go the direction that it was last pointed in. This allows you to kind of move around, but I will say if you accidentally leave them up, these things will go forever. Maybe that's a single-player glitch. I don't know for sure, but it is something that is kind of interesting to think about because that is just how it works. Now, turning, right? Left and right, you can kind of see that my character here, let me go up just a little bit, you can see that there's a pretty slow turning, and in order to really turn, you kind of got to give it a second to actually respond. It is not like driving any of the other things in the game where you have the immediate, like, oh, we're going left or going right. You have to give it a second, and then it'll continue to turn. And if you hold turn too long, it'll keep turning long after you're back over there. See how it like still responds to turning?
Hello? What's up, brother?
You still streaming? Is that you?
Yeah, it is me. Right now, so with this new update, you can you can build pirate ship. In order to build the pirate ship,
Right, a while ago, and that is how you turn. these new ships. Now, again, like I said earlier, if you're trying to stop before that ship, slow down a little bit. If you move the reason to slow down,
Okay.
slowly this by hitting that backwards key. And then instead of, just going full speed, full stop, you can essentially just go half speed, and then it'll be much easier to control because you are going at a much lower speed. But it's super big of an issue. So that is the solution. There's nothing super special about it. You can see that there's a little bit of buildable space. You can build anything outside of turrets and things along those lines. There's quite a bit of area inside of it. Not like you can see right here, so you can hold quite a bit. So if you're just a solo player, it's probably fun for you. But if you're kind of wanting to just be a single player or bigger stuff in the game, you're going to need a brigand team. Now, the one neat thing I will say, let's go ahead and get out to the front here. Let's just go with metal for now, because why not, right? Some ceilings and some foundations, just so you can see you can't build some stuff. Alright, so you cannot place down any foundation. It's a good thing, because if you're able to do that, that enables you to actually build a lot of stuff that you shouldn't be able to build, things along those lines. Now, ceilings and hatch frames, you can build those and actually block off some of the stuff. So if someone does board your ship, they can't just run downstairs. Very useful to know that information, obviously, so I would highly encourage you to do that. It's one of the first things that I would do, especially if you're going to be instructors or PvP server. Then you can also use walls. Right, so we'll have tech wall, so you can see how you can turn this into whatever you want to do with it. Really, you're going to be like this. But you can do quite a bit with this thing, and you can get really custom with it, because there's a lot of structure that I found that can fit onto this the ship itself, and it does allow you to block off the entrances. And I would, again, if you're especially in a PvP server, I would highly encourage you to do that. But people can't just run downstairs and take whatever you've got. Also, the actual ship has a significant chunk of health. It has a total of 200,000 health, and cargo does actually expire over time if you have something different. So you need to be aware of that. Set your cargo order. If you hit that, it will give you the full inventory of the entire ship, which is a good thing. Now, that's a lot of raw information, right? But we're going to go some more into the actual driving before I get into more of the mechanics of the thing. So if you just hit E on the steering wheel, you can go ahead and speed, do half speed, do whatever you want. This ship, the brigantine, or whatever you want to call it, right, is much faster than you think it is, and it will move. It is slower than the sloop. However, it is still pretty quick. And the benefit of this guy is that you have the ability to use a lot more cannons, a significant number of cannons. So I open the cannon ports, I can close them and open them using C. And then I can, in any direction, if you look at the bottom right of my screen, you'll see if I'm looking a direction, switch to those cannons availability. So if I'm looking this direction, I will have the ability to use these cannons. The little fire is with 6 cannons on the left, 2 cannons up front, 6 cannons on the right, and then 2 cannons in the rear as well. And that's really nice, because obviously if you're being chased by somebody, you're trying to side something, now what I will say is you can go on land, know how, so you're going to essentially have to build a shipyard. If you can build a shipyard on the water, it means you can build a ship, which means that you can use all of the cannons in order to guard. So there are different types of cannons.
So, copy Roger. I was able to go collect some oil We can take that to the shipyard so we can go make our boat. Let's go drop that off. What else? I know I need metal ingots. I got a lot of metal being cooked up right now, so that's good. Let's see what we can do here. Got a whole shipyard. That's so cool. I got a whole ass shipyard. I need some like whales. I need some like killer whales on my team. I need some killer whales like trolling my six when I'm out there on that ocean. Okay, let's see. So I need wood, thatch, fiber, metal ingots. I can bring all of that in one go. I just need to bring metal. And I'm gonna make the sloop, which is the first. I mean, I don't have enough level. Do I? Do I have enough level? I do not have enough level for the other ship. What level I'm at? I'm at 46. Let me upgrade. Get some melee damage because I'm planning on leaving this island, and I'm planning on going to another island. But I'm not leaving this island until I 100% sure I can defend myself at all times. So I'm gonna bring a ship. This is super risky. I don't know if I should just use my raft to go to these neighboring islands and leave my ship behind. Because what if I take my ship and like I get whooped out there? What if I run into like somebody with like a giga ship and I get toast? That's not gonna be good. I need more metal. And I got metal, yes. Uh-oh. I'm a little bit. I need a little bit more. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this the right way. Parasaur, come over here. My Parasaur has been my buddy. Moving things around when I need things moved. Alright. Halt. Alright, Taporia. Need your help. We're gonna drop this, we're gonna drop that. I don't know if we need hide. Okay. Get some more oxygen so you can swim a little faster. Give me all the metal I got. Give me all the wood I got. Alright, another wood. And thatch. This is all the wood and thatch that I got. But, of course, I can't move, so let me drop a couple so that I can at least walk out the door. Oh, so they got a lot of iron. They got a lot of metal on me, that's why. That's the reason why I can't move. I'm like, yo, I should be able to carry all this. Come on, Taparia. Boom. Greetings, sir. In approximately 15 minutes, we'll be taking the ARC official server network down for about 30 minutes for maintenance to upgrade our service of Virgin. So you will not need to restart your client. Please check back for your server to be restored within 30 minutes of being taken down. Uh-oh. Good thing I found that out before. At 9:40. Okay, we got a couple minutes to basically build this thing. We have enough time to build it. Alright, let's go take this to our ship. Let's take this to our ship. Let's do that. Hold on 1 second. Alright, there we go. Oh, is that a shark? Wait, what happened? What? Yo, these ain't never popped up around my house. This is a first. A megalodon? This is the first. Usually, no animals are popping up over here. A megalodon? Level 230? Oh my god!
Stay up, survivor. You hear me? Wait. Can you still hear me?
Bro. Yo. Are you kidding me? Hold up. What the hell are we
That's the beauty of
cleansing?
the Genesis simulation. You can always have another go.
Thank you, appreciate it. Come on, the body, move. The body, I got it! Oh my god, everybody, come. A Tide Pod. Everybody, come over, come. Yo! Come on. Oh my gosh. Alright, y'all, that was not good. Come on, guys, come over. That was not good. I do want to tame that shark, though. And I have the material to tame that shark. So let me pick this bad boy up. Let me go get my stuff to go tame that guy. I think I have enough. I have a lot of narcotics. I've been crafting narcotics. Yep. 100 narcotics should do the job. Let's just bring 140. I need my crossbow. One thing I don't have arrows. So in order to make arrows, I need to make, what is it? Flint, fiber, and thatch. Flint, fiber. I need my sickle. I think that's enough fiber, to be honest. But I do need to go get my stuff because I need my tools to go collect. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. Go. Yeah, buddy, you're gonna get tamed. You're getting tamed. That nigga's getting tamed. Buddy is getting tamed. Watch. I'm gonna have a shark on my team. I'm gonna have a shark protecting my shipyard. That's what's gonna happen. Alright. So then I need... in approximately 10... Oh, I gotta hurry up. Because I do want to get this thing tamed before I... Damn it, where's the... I don't see any... But it says at 9:40 though. I should have enough time. It doesn't have until 9:40. Wait, do these mantis, do they give off prime fish meat or something? Oh my god, these are 9... I knew it. Oh my god. Oh my god, and the shark's coming. Holy fuck, guys. Oh my god. Yo, since when is there sharks on my island? Yo. That's it, bro. We're gonna knock this motherfucker out. Alright. I'm definitely gonna put like plant eggs all over this place. But as for rocks, is there any rocks in the area besides this one? Okay. I need more flint. How many arrows can I make right now with this? 28. I know that's my it's a flint problem I have. Can I like swim? Here goes the shark. Do I not have any more flint? Or did I turn all my flint into spark powder like a dummy? I think I did that. Uh, 7 minutes before this thing gets shut off. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't do it. I'll wait until the server comes back on. Yes, ma'am. Copy, doctor. Okay. Yeah, we got 5 minutes before server crashes. 5 minutes. But when we come back, we will be ready. We will be ready. Because we don't want to take up this task with minimal time, or as much time as possible. And plus, we need meat. We need meat to do this. We need to tame this guy. So let's make up 137. That's perfect. Perfect amount of arrows. For a level 200 something Megalodon? That's amazing. I might need to make a club or something just in case this doesn't like knock it out. Hopefully this takes it out. We need like 5 minutes here. I'm not gonna try to take on this challenge right now. Let me bring all my guys back over there. Yeah, where's Taporia at? Taporia. I'm definitely be putting plant X all over this place. Oh, they made 100? What? I thought I made. Alright, guys, this is gonna be um, my outro for the stream right now. We are going to be going down for 30 minutes due to server repairing. We'll be back in 30 minutes.